I am Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We're here at
The
the
fabulous 726 Studios in the heart of Roosevelt.
And we are here with Kaz. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
And being so colorful.
I know. I love the
I got the memo.
Okay, so you are an artist, and you've been doing some incredible things, and your art has a mission to it.
It does.
Why don't you share a little bit about who you are, what you do?
Okay, sure. So I'm originally from Alaska, believe it or not. Quite the change being here.
Yeah,
in
it
Arizona.
is.
Yes.
I'm going to say, yeah. I mean,
Yes, like
shorter
total
days.
opposite, yes.
Yeah.
So I've been here about 9 years.
Okay.
And about 6 months after I came here, I've been an artist my whole life, really. But about 6 months after I came here, actually not far from here, right on 7th and Van Buren, I was struck by a car while crossing the street. It was traveling 48 miles per hour. I sustained numerous injuries that ended up in long-term disabilities and chronic conditions, to include a traumatic brain injury. But that really catalyzed me to want to become an advocate and to use my art to be able to advocate for others in my similar kind of situation.
Yeah. So how does that work? Like, tell me about how you use the art as a work of advocacy.
So it's a part of really expressing our experience as disabled individuals, kind of giving that side that maybe people don't see, that you can't necessarily express in words, but you can see it in art, and it also starts conversations. And so I also am an advocate. I'm on the advisory council for the Brain Injury Association of America, as well as the advisory board for HuffPost Voices of Disabled People. And so it really starts conversations, and then also just gives an outlet for other disabled individuals. I also host virtual art and poetry shows so that other disabled individuals can also have an outlet to express their experiences as well.
I love that. That's so
Very
incredible.
cool.
So can you talk a little bit about the art that you've brought with you today?
Sure. So I primarily do sustainable art and digital illustration. And so this is a playing card, but I always like to include a little bit of like a cultural aspect as well, kind of give a different perspective. And so it's the Queen of Hearts, but then masks also figure prominently in my art. And they kind of have multiple meanings. You know, some people see masks as a negative, as something that you kind of put on to kind of hide yourself from the world. But I don't necessarily see it that way. I see it as a way that this is who I choose to allow you to see me to be today. It's kind of like, you know, putting on not necessarily different personalities, but just choosing what you want to express and show the world, and keeping a little bit back for yourself.
Kind of that personal control over your
Exactly.
narrative. Yeah.
Yes, and switching it up whenever you feel like it as
Yeah.
well. And then this one, same kind of concept. It's called Wura, which means gold in Yoruba. This is a secondhand mirror. As much as possible, I try to use secondhand items. And mirrors also figure prominently within my art. I like the idea that people can literally see themselves reflected within the pieces, so they can contemplate how they see themselves as being the same or perhaps different. And so, yeah, and this is also synthetic braiding here. I like to use different kind of materials that you might not expect. So, yeah, that's that.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I really like the mask theme. I think that's really fascinating. So you've been participating in a contest. You want to share a little bit about that?
Yes. So it was the People's Artist Contest presented by Johnny Depp, which of course is amazing. He's so cool.
No argument here. Yeah.
It's Jack Sparrow. I mean, what can you say? And so it was a competition with artists all across the United States, thousands of artists. It was done by popular vote, and all the votes, paid votes, benefited the Art of Elysium, which is a really amazing organization out of Los Angeles. They do arts programs for people facing difficult life situations, children in hospitals, people facing homelessness, and so the funds go towards that. And I did unfortunately get eliminated at the quarterfinals. I know,
Wah, wah.
but I'm so grateful for all the support here in Phoenix. My family, my friends, everyone really rallied around, and I'm really grateful that I was able to help bring awareness to the organization and support them as well.
Very cool. So we've got a video that you've shared with us, and we'd like to just watch that for a minute, and then we'll have you talk about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, so similar to this. I mean, applied directly to the mirror.
Yeah.
And so, again,
Exactly.
invoking that reflection and self-reflection.
Yes, it was very important for me to show the process as well that I go through. Being disabled, you kind of sometimes just see the finished product, and as well as being someone living with an invisible disability, you can't look at me and see that there's a lot that actually goes into this, and a lot that it takes out of me. I get tremors and chronic migraines, I have vision issues, vestibular issues. So I like to show the process and the behind the scenes as well, so that people know that you don't just arrive at that finished product.
Yeah.
Right.
Were you making art before the accident, or was that something that you discovered afterwards as a form of therapy?
I was. So I've been an artist really my whole life. And unfortunately, actually, after the accident, I was unable to do my art for a long time because of the symptoms of my disability. Excuse me, I stutter sometimes with the TBI.
No, you're good.
So, yes, so years of vestibular therapy, physical therapy, vision therapy. And so, actually, from the time I had the accident in 2017 all the way through until March of last year, I was not able to create any art at all. So, this is relatively new that I was able to get back to it.
Wow. How did it feel coming back to the
That's
art?
exactly what I was. I was like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, having been an artist and not being able to do it for so long, and then
Yeah.
suddenly,
Mhm.
yeah.
It was incredible. Yes, I have to say, especially growing up, I was very shy. And so art was a way for me to express myself with the things that I felt like I couldn't say in words. So to have that taken away from me through such a traumatic experience and not be able to express myself in the things I was going through felt like a second death in a sense. And so being able to get back to it, you almost can't even put it back into words. It's just so beautiful and so amazing. And then also the fact that it's a tool that I'm able to use to help other people.
Yeah.
That's really the most important thing to me.
And I wonder if, I don't want to project onto you, maybe this wasn't your experience, but like, so I also have some chronic health issues and things that I struggle with. And so, like, for me, I know when I went through a really bad period, when I tried getting back into like yoga, movement was kind of a big thing in my life. I was so grateful to be doing it, but I also wasn't able to do it the way that I used to. And so
Yes.
there was that whole kind of rediscovering what I am now and what I can do now. Was that part of your process as
Yes,
well?
that was a huge aspect
Yeah.
of it. And it's always kind of like, I feel like if you have a disability or a chronic condition, it's always kind of a balance act. And you're always kind of two steps forward, two steps back. And you have to kind of learn to accept that as being part of the process and even see the joy and the beauty in that, in the journey itself. And again, not necessarily that finished product, but appreciating everything that it took for you to get to that point is a beautiful part of the process as well.
Yeah. What have you brought here today?
Oh, so this is my other project. I also make, and these are for you guys.
Oh, thank
Oh.
you.
I make luxury gourmet sugar cubes. These are my two most popular flavors. This is vanilla orange blossom and lavender Earl Grey. It's a base
Ooh.
of organic raw sugar, and then I hand blend all the botanicals. I start with things like organic rose petals, things like that, grind them up myself, infuse them into the sugar. And it's kind of all a part of the same goal of making sure that people are able to slow down and just appreciate the process and take care of themselves. It's okay to slow down. It's not all about production, production, production. And so that's kind of the idea behind this as well. And a portion of the proceeds is donated to proceeds. Yeah, that's the right word. Like, wait, that didn't sound right. It's donated to charity as well. So everything I do, I always try to make sure that I'm giving back at the same
Very
time.
cool.
Yeah. And
No, and
these
this
are
is-
beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, they're
Thank
beautiful,
you.
but I also love the idea that it's like you can take a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, and just add a little bit of luxury
Yes,
into it.
exactly.
A little, almost like a spa moment.
Yeah.
Exactly, yes. And that you deserve it. Everyone deserves that. That's really the main message.
Yeah.
You deserve good things.
So I know you talked about kind of being able to slow down and kind of enjoy that process. What are some of the things that you hope people take away from your art, and not just the physical art, but kind of the art that you're putting out into the world and creating with all the things that you're doing? What is it you hope people take away from that?
I would say it's two things. One, I'd say one of the biggest things and one of the lessons that I had to learn throughout this process was to be gentle with yourself. We're always kind of emphasizing being gentle with other people, but you need to extend that same grace to yourself. And so, along with providing that empathy to other people, I'd say just slow down. It's your journey. No one can dictate to you the way that you do it. You have to figure out what works best for you. So extend that same grace to yourself that is expected for you to extend to other people as well.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so where can people learn more about your art, support your causes, just follow you in your journey? Yeah.
And get
And
some
the
sugar
yummy-
I get some
cubes.
sugar cubes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So the sugar cube business is called Blossom and Brine, and I'm on social media at Collected Kazakhstan. I love to connect with people, so I'd love to see people there.
That's so incredible. So what's next for you?
Oh gosh. So next on July 11th, I'm hosting a virtual art and poetry show for disabled individuals living with chronic conditions, chronic illnesses, as well as caregivers. They're often not included in the conversation, but they're a very big part of our journeys as well. And so that will be July 11th, and I am still looking for individuals to participate. So if anyone would like
Oh.
to be featured, they can.
So how
reach
does
out.
that work? Like, how does a virtual, how does that work? What does it
Oh,
look
sure.
like?
So it's held over Zoom. And so essentially the format of this one is going to be that I'm going to introduce the artists. They can send in their bios to me however they would like to be introduced. And then I'm going to just open it up to them and they'll be able to either say their poetry piece or their picture will be displayed there like in a PowerPoint presentation, and then they'll just kind of explain their artwork so they can
So
have
it's kind
that
of like a
outlet.
show and tell a
It
little
is,
bit.
yes.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
cool. Is there a reason that you like to do the digital presentation for this kind of stuff? Is that intentional?
It is,
Yeah.
yes. For one, I think it opens it up so that it's not just limited to, that physical location or wherever you're located. But I also think doing it digitally creates a little bit more accessibility. You don't have to drive, you don't have to, coordinate and actually bring something physical that can take a lot out of you if you're living with a disability or chronic condition. So I think it increases the accessibility as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was only one thing that came about during COVID was suddenly more things were on Zoom. And so
Yes.
people were like, oh, I can actually attend this
Yes.
because I'm not able to leave my house.
Yeah.
And so there are all these reasons, and it just kind of negates all that,
Yes,
which is
exactly.
great. So I'm glad to see you're
Yeah.
doing that.
Well, thank you. Yes.
How do people, is it the same social information? Like if they want to reach
Yes.
out and be involved in the show, can you share that one more time?
Oh yes, it's at Collected Casashay, Cazoshay. It's a crazy name. I was actually named after a 1970s David Carradine cult classic, adult death sport. His name was Kaz O'Shea, and my parents were like, "Oh, that'd make a pretty girl's name." So I'm named after a crazy.
Oh my!
David Carradine
I assumed it was a
character.
nickname. Did not realize
No,
that was.
That is me.
Wow.
I actually really like that.
That's a cool
fun.
story.
Yeah, it is a fun story. Well, thank you so much for being here and sharing your art and your purpose with us. Definitely invite you to reach out and be a part of the show or attend it and support the efforts of these artists. Who knows? I've got some secret art projects I've been working on.
Love to have
There
you.
you go.
But this has been incredible. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you both so much for having me.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back here on Robot TV.